A little, we are going to kind of dig into some products. I'm gonna let some people trickle into the chat once I go live here on Amazon. Again, if you guys got questions on all the other streaming platforms, we got details about how you can jump onto the Amazon stream. The only difference is it's actually the lifestyle of fitness stream that I'm going to be on. So I'm going to drop that link here as well so you guys can see that. Whoops, that's not it. This one's it. Here we go. This is what we want. Oh, I should probably turn on that stream as well. All right, that would be helpful. Let's get that one going. Sending the data over. It's probably going to take like 30 seconds. Let's see if that actually works. I'm not sure if I can just like toggle it on in the middle of the stream. Turn this one off. That one should be good. I think now that works. Let's see. Let us see. We'll give it like another 10 or so seconds, and then I'll drop this in the chat here. There we go. Live Amazon. And cheers here on Amazon, everybody. So I told you guys I'd be back. So I'm going to drop some messages both here on the chat here on Amazon as well as on our other streaming platforms. And then we'll pretty much get right on into the fun. Lucas is going to be joining us for this workout. So actually I'm going to stream like me running through someone through a workout as well as like kind of what that looks like with me. So I thought that'd be a fun kind of tag team. And yeah. Everyone. Again, we'll get some people to trickle into the chat. We'll do a duck race as well. Duck race will start at 11:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do it at 11:45. You guys want to get in on that? Let me renew the chat over here. I want to get in on that. Boom. Whoop, I definitely just, there we go, okay. Duck race will start at, we'll do 11, like I said, 45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so we'll do that like 45-ish minutes, 50 minutes. I'm going to drop some messages in here, let some people kind of trickle in, and we're going to dig right on into, again, I got a cool new sponsored product here, the Under Sink Organizer, which is not only great for like under your sink in your kitchen or your bathroom, this is actually one I would even use here in the gym space. We only got one of them, so I know we really needed that under our kitchen sink. And I'm thinking about getting a second one just to organize, like, I have like these like containers of like powder for when I'm like my chalk for when I'm lifting. Little things like that I thought that like my cleaning products, those kind of things, I thought would be cool. Even like having my pre-workout and like supplement stuff all in one place might be helpful to have it organized. So I was thinking about kind of adding that as well. But we'll take it piece by piece. I'll let some more people kind of trickle here into the stream, and then I'll dig into the details on that. As well as we'll dig into, we got a bunch of fun stuff, guys. One thing I want to talk about, though, just really quickly, is this Everly Well food sensitivity test. Now, this is one that I ordered for myself. I ordered it for, or I have clients, I highly recommend them to order it as well. And one thing that I like about it is the insight you gain, because I think you might be surprised. I know I was surprised when I saw some of the food sensitivities, for example, like turkey that can come up, or eggs even. And it gives you like a scale, not only like, hey, you might be sensitive to this, but like to what degree or to what spectrum. Let me actually pull up to see if they have an inland coupon on this bad boy as well. Doesn't look like there's an inland coupon, but it is an Amazon top choice. It's that for a reason. Again, also one thing that like I take for granted is that it also says is like easy to understand results. So sometimes you might get like, it can be intimidating to potentially see like blood work or kind of like different types of testing results that can come from labs and be like, dude, I have no idea what this even means. Like, what is going on here? But this one to me seems very easy to read, as well as it has a 25% discount right now. Speaking of discount, I'm going to go back to the Under Sink cabinet. This one has 12% off. Let's see if there's got an inland coupon. Doesn't look like there's an inland coupon. So I'll play that B-roll for you guys now, and then at the end of the stream, I might come back to it and play it again for those that might have missed it, because this is one that I think is a cool product I haven't talked about yet. But I think that it can help and just be a use. It's one of those things that's like, it's in the functional category. You know, it's very much something that you don't think about it until you know you need it. And then you're like, oh, I wish I had that. like my wife's the one that actually helped me with this video. So we'll check that out. Let me know if you guys got questions, and we'll keep it rolling and moving forward, y'all.
In this video, we're talking
Hold on. Let's pause this bad boy. I'm going to have to angle it, and then we're going to flip it. We're just going to rotate it a little bit. Bink. There we go. That looks so much better, right? I'm going to put this right over here next to me. And we're just going to let this bad boy play.
Sink organizer.
Right. Whoop, there we go.
I just
right
put it together here. Super easy to put together. It took me like not even 5 minutes. And I went ahead and put everything under my sink that was just kind of thrown under here in here. It's easy to pull out, back in. I put things like my dish detergent and my dish soap under here. And then these two items I use often, so I just went ahead and put them on the side so I could grab them easy. Some sponges in this top little compartment. It could go anywhere that you like. Also has hooks.
What is that?
This is a dirty old rag that I was using to clean the kitchen to put things to grab easily there. And then whatever you want to put on the top. I still haven't put everything here on the top, but I'm going to put some more sponges and things like that. Oh, makes under my kitchen sink much more organized. There's all my in this video, we're talking about the
So I'm actually going to mute this and just have it kind of playing on loop here a little bit because I want to talk about a couple of other details and factors in here, especially like what it looked like before and then the after side. Like, look how like more organized it is, and you'll see what it looked like before if we just like, if you look at the left side on the other side of our cabinet. So I'll kind of give you guys, if we go back here. Whoop, let's actually pause it so you guys can see. Comparatively to the other side, this thing was like messy. Oh, I don't think, there you go. Even there, like that actually looks way more organized. I realized, actually, good job, Ashley. I gotta give my wife some props on that one. She organized both sides. I thought I was actually gonna be able to use the video to show you guys how like unorganized it was. But even the left side was organized. So that was a super helpful component to this. So props to even, again, the organizer for being able to not only help organize that side of it under the cabinet, but on the other side as well. Now, again, what I will say is I want to get a second one because now you can clearly see why this would be for under the sink and whatnot. But again, I want to use this for the gym. So I have a bunch of like, chalk containers that I want to throw in here for when I'm doing like my heavy lifts. So I have that all in one place. My cleaning products for the mats, being able to have like the replacement like covers for the Swiffer, and then even just like miscellaneous stuff like my supplements, my pre-workout, anything like that, I actually want to use in this sink organizer that I thought would be super helpful and actually really handy. So that was kind of like a bonus thing I wanted to give them a shout out for. And again, to be transparent with you guys, this is a sponsored post. So they not only sent me that for free, but they're actually, this is a paid promotion. But again, I don't take this stuff without like trying it and using it first. This is actually the first time I'm sharing it because I already used it. We already did our kind of like setup, and it was really helpful, and my wife really enjoyed it. So that's where I'm actually wanting to get this for now the garage for the home gym kind of setup. So we'll actually see. I might even have to make another video and then bring you guys with another stream on how it would actually look in the garage if I get another one. I might just order it myself, honestly, just because like I actually like it. And I think that would be a cool setup in here. But with that being said, I just wanted to kind of get the sponsored post shared with you guys because I was really excited about this one. And to me, again, this falls in like it's a functional product that it doesn't maybe seem super like sexy or attractive or exciting, but it's very much a helpful product that's functional that really just can improve your overall quality of life because when things are messy, it can be really stressful. And when you're feeling that stress, it kind of trickles into everything that you do. You know what I mean? So like, especially if you have kids, like clearly you can see that I do. Even just going out in the living room, like having it organized can be a massive piece. So under the sink, and that feeds into the kitchen or the bathroom or all that. It's a clutch thing. So that's why I even want to get it in the garage as well. So having said all that, I'm going to kind of move it on. Now, pretty much the rest of the products, I'm either going to show you guys live while I'm working out with Lucas, which he's going to be here like any minute, or I'm going to play a B-roll from a prior workout. But if you guys have questions on that, any of the products that come up, feel free to let me know. In the meantime, I think Lucas might actually be here. So we're going to flip this camera around. I'm going to track it and set it up so you guys will be able to see kind of the space that we're going to be working with. And that's where we're going to be getting all the work done for the day. So we'll kind of get that set up. Right, Tessa? Oh, and there's my wife. Hold on. Hey, what's going on? I'm live streaming right now. What's up? Yeah. Bye. Bam. So let's kind of dig into the Stealth Core Trainer. Tessa, do you want to help me showcase this one? Because this one's a cool product. And I know you really like it, Tessa. Do you want to help me show this one off? We have our Stealth Core Trainer. We're going to have to use this one with Lucas when he gets here, too. I think these are going to really like this one. You want to try it? You want to play with it? You don't have to if you don't want to. You want Dad to do it? Okay. You come down with me. So the cool thing about this is, again, it has a little mount for your phone. Or Tessa's just going to straight up jack this for me. And then you can either have your phone vertically positioned or horizontally positioned. And the reason it has that is not just so you can like look at things on your phone or watch videos or anything like that, but it's so that you actually can have the app downloaded and then you can play different games. So it has a motion detecting feature to it or that impact of it. So let me actually, I'll pull up a B-roll so you guys can see that I downloaded. It shows you what the app looks like while Tessa's kind of demonstrating how much fun this bad boy can be. What? Oh, I didn't rename it yet. Let's see. So what I'll actually do is, this is where I'm going to play the B-roll of Justin working out with me so that you guys can see even more so with the app. There we go. We'll play this right up here. I'm just going to fast forward a little bit towards the end where we're actually using it. Yeah, get like. So that's, you can see Justin kind of using it right here. Close it. So you can see him, again, getting his balance on, and it's kind of kicking his butt right now. So you can see now he's moving, responding, and reacting to try and actually play the game by moving the board, which becomes a really fun integrative aspect to it. All right, so with that being said, we'll pull that down. Here you can see Tessa kicking butt with it. But again, it's also got an 8% discount right now. Let's click on and see if we got an inlink coupon going down with this bad boy. Doesn't look like there's an additional discount, but again, it's a lot of fun. Like if you guys want to level up like the overall experience of your workout and you want to get your core training on, but you don't necessarily love planking. Like I'm one of those weirdos that like I genuinely like planks. I like planking. So this one's even more fun and exciting for me. But for those that may not like it, like again, this is a perfect example of why I want that under cabinet organizer too. Like my clamps are about, the chalk's all about. Like I want to have one place I can put everything. So that would be a clutch one. You want to play on the mat? So what I'll do here too, guys, I'm going to highlight the mats here because this is another one I have in the carousel. And this is, like you can even see, I have my Quest products. I got my different types of supplements here. All of these would be things I would put in that under the cabinet organizer. Well, I'll highlight the mats here because me and Tess are about to play on them. Now, the cool thing is these are not only great, they have actually 22% off. I'll check later if they have an inlink coupon. These are not only great for, again, weight training, and I'm going to have Lucas come over here in a minute, so we're going to do some grappling, we're going to do some striking work for MMA, as well as the integrations between the individual disciplines. But also, if you have kids and you're at your house or your garage, whatever, they can be fun to kind of play and jump and crawl about on. They have a lot of fun on it, right, Tessa? What do you think? Is this fun? You like it? Yeah? So that's kind of a cool bonus feature. I'll also dig into some of the other cool products. Again, so like a lot of stuff I'm going to show you guys today are things that are related around the workout, but also still dealing with meal prep, with the supplements, with organizing, kind of stuff in the kitchen. I wanted to kind of share all that stuff with you guys. And I did highlight these clamps, so since I have them right over here, these are 7% off right now. Again, you guys have like barbells, trap bars, anything that you're lifting and you're putting weights on, like to me, that's an essential must-have. It's not even like a should I have it, it's a nice to have. That's like a you must have. I can't tell you how many stupid accidents I've seen happen just because either myself, I personally not put clamps on the bar and I messed up, or other people have. It's just one of those things like, it's like wearing a seat, just do it. Just freaking put it on. It's just worthwhile in the long run. So having said that, we're going to highlight the Urban Fit Stability Board because as you can see, Tessa wants, you want my hand, Tessa Bubbies? Here, hold my hand. You can see Tessa likes this bad boy too. It's a lot of fun. Right, Tessa? Whee! Whee! And this is the cool thing too, y'all. You can do this just as part of your warm-up. You can do this as part of an actual workout. You can do it as a cool down. You can do it as a separate thing just to like not even necessarily have it be a workout. Once you get good at it, you won't necessarily drive your heart rate up that much. It's still like, this is still stimulating for my heart rate, to be honest. But it's more about the balance, stability, and coordination. And even if like for you have kids, like I wouldn't put them on this alone. Like I would not put Tessa by herself without holding my hands. But watch, even if I step off, Tessa, you want to do? No, you want to do it with Dada? Like my older daughter, Lena, she's 3. She'll want to do this, and I'll just hold her hands, and we'll do it together. But Tessa is still kind of exploring this out a little bit. So this is just a very cool one. And again, I'll double check to see if this has an inland coupon. Tessa, do you want to check with me to see if it has an inland coupon? No. Come on, let's go check. Come on, we're going to click on it to see if we got an inland coupon. Come on, girl. Let's see what we got on this bad boy. Tessa's going to be helpful. I mean, she's always helpful, right, Tessa? You rock. Doesn't look like we have an inland coupon on that bad boy. I'm also going to check for the clamps as well as the foam mats or the balance from mats, just to make sure, because they have a great discount right now, and I highly recommend taking advantage of it. So if I believe I saw it correct, yesterday they had 50% off. I don't know if they're still 50. Yeah, they dropped it from 50 to 22% off. So you guys might have missed out on a pretty sweet deal if you didn't take advantage of that yesterday. I don't think they have an extra additional inland coupon, but this is the #1 bestseller for a reason. And then same thing with the clamps. They don't have an inland coupon. One thing we're going to look at here is I wanted to talk to you guys. Originally, I was going to actually have this in the kitchen before Lucas came over, and I wanted to show you guys a couple of things. So I might end up going to my kitchen to grab a couple of these products so I can show them to you. For example, being able to show you guys, like this little thing may not seem like a big deal, but these like Angry Mama microwave cleaners, these things are clutch, dude. Especially if you're like me, if you guys like have a partner or family member or like roommate or someone like that like does this like I do. I don't always put covers on the things I'm microwaving, so sauce or soups or things like that will kind of get everywhere. This thing's clutch because you put it in there, basically steams and helps get everything off the side of the wall. So I'm going to grab it and show you exactly what I'm talking about here. Hold on, have you just been sitting here? My bad, dude. No, you're good. I've just been streaming. I'm like, where's Lucas? And I realized you texted me.
No, I'm just glad you weren't waiting on me.
Yeah, bro. So I'm actually live right now, so say hey to the peeps on the camera.
What's up, peeps?
Come on, Tessa. Do you want to work out with us? No, you don't want to work out with us? I see how it is. I'll get your stability on, Lucas. All right, so we're actually going to use that as part of our warm-up anyway, so it's perfect timing. One thing I'm going to show everybody before we get into it was, have you ever seen one of these before? They're called Angry Mamas.
No.
So you put this in your microwave, y'all. You put like water in it, and then you just put it on for like 30 seconds or a minute, and like steam comes out the top. So if you ever just put like sauce or like soups or like chili in the microwave and not cover it,
yeah,
and fucking shit gets everywhere.
Yeah.
This is to help like basically just like steam and just cleans the entire microwave. Because I'm that guy that doesn't put the containers on it. So Ashley got this to deal with like my stupidity. So I just thought I thought it was a cool little thing I wanted to share with you guys. All right, so with that being said, let's get on into the fun. How you feeling today, bro?
Yeah, dude. Just got done with opening now.
Yeah, how's jiu-jitsu? Is anything like bothering you, jumping out at you, any of that fun stuff?
No, just Zach is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations, by the way, to Zach. Got his black belt this when he get it? Monday or Sunday?
Monday.
Right?
Yeah.
So this week,
Yeah.
that counts. Before we get on the stability ball, though, we're going to get you on the assault mic. We'll do a 4-minute round. Just 2 forward, 2 backwards. I don't even care about the intervals.
Okay.
Because you already got your heart rate up and stuff like that. We don't have to worry about it. I just want to kind of make sure we're staying warm. And I'll actually highlight the assault bike in here, even though it's slightly different. But nonetheless, we'll go 2 forward, and I'll set a timer and we'll switch it. Again, if you guys got questions, hit us in the chat. Let me know. Lucas loves answering questions.
You do.
Hold on. Where is my, do I not have the assault bike in here? Oh no, we're gonna change that, y'all, don't worry. Don't you worry. Yeah, I was planning on doing a bunch more like meal prep stuff. Didn't work out with this. Didn't work out. Anything in particular you want to work on today? Because I have some fun plans.
I'm here for anything. Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Cool. All right, y'all, so we're going to get our bike in here. Damn. Let me highlight this bad boy. We'll check the chat. All the fun, y'all. All the fun. Bam. Where's our wattage at?
I should have brought my heart rate monitor.
Yeah. Like, really, as long as you stay above like 250, to me, like, I don't care about how much harder you're going down. We gotta get. Yeah, you can always bring that. And then I have an actual extra smartwatch that we're getting figured out. But once I get the right charging stuff, you can have that if you want to test it. Council Bubba, you want to come work out with us? Yeah, guys, I have the assault bike highlighted. Even though this is a Rogue Echo bike, we have the assault bike at the gym. Very comparable as far as functionality. Some like different mechanisms in the belt and how it's driven, but oh yeah, 15 more seconds. That Lucas is gonna go backwards. We're going backwards, Lucas. You ever go backwards on these things?
I've never gone backwards on one.
It's awkward AF, but I think it's a worthwhile endeavor to play with. All right, so now we go backwards because it's gonna feel different. It's a little bit more quad integration, like BMO, that may or may not feel right off the bat, but you'll feel it over time. It will accumulate. Right, Tessa, come on, buddy. Yeah. You give Lucas a high five. Yeah, you want to go take a nap? Daddy's gonna go lay you down for a nap. I'll be right back in less than a minute, or maybe a minute. This is not going down easy for him. She will not go gentle into that street light. So you're gonna hang out with us, bro. Where you at? You're like 3 and change?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Should have worn my shoes for this.
Yeah, dude, I meant to also give you a heads up if you want to wear flip flops or something. Like you could put them on, but it's good. It's good tactile cueing.
Yeah.
Actually, like a well excessive version of that, but I'm not doing that. Right, Tessa? That's good. It's okay. You could rest. Good, good, good.
Ooh, those things are brutal in the
Right?
best
Like you don't need a lot of time on that sucker, and it just gets the freaking job done. Again, guys, that's like the coolest thing to me about these is just the efficiency of time. You know what I mean? So now let's take 3 minutes and just have you on the stability board.
Okay.
I'm gonna set my timer. Actually, we did 4, so let's do 4. We'll do 4 here. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah. I'm gonna get this bad boy highlighted.
Is it harder than it looks?
Yeah, dude. It's fun, especially when your legs are tired. Like, you're just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also purposely, I do this like combo for a reason. So I got a question on this. Also, I love that you have the Sanibel MMA gloves because I actually have that on my carousel.
Perfect.
So fun fact, guys, when Lucas starts to drill with the gloves on, I actually have those gloves added to the carousel, so you can actually see them. Anyways, I'm going to highlight our roller board. So I always get this question. especially on TikTok. People on TikTok love to ask interesting questions or like, bro, that doesn't work or that's a stupid thing. Like, why do you do that? It seems pointless to me. Like, oh, you're like a 19-year-old kid that obviously thinks he knows things. That's cool. Because like you can see him probably he's like 19, just got into like weight training.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, I totally get it. Like I still don't know shit. But when you look at there's an interesting meta-analysis on the NIH, the National Institute of Health, and they looked across a wide spectrum of age groups. So from like teenagers, adolescents, adults, and then the elderly population, and they looked at all these different analysis and the benefit to the actual tool. So the cool thing is for different age groups had different benefits, but a common denominator was, and they looked at, so unstable training, this would be in that category, stable training, which is like regular like weight training, powerlifting, being on platforms, whatever, and then control training, like just doing your sport or your discipline. So whether it's jiu-jitsu, baseball, volleyball, whatever. This one obviously beat out the control training in pretty much every category except power. Like, it's not going to make you necessarily more powerful, so to speak. Obviously, it's going to have an impact on our balance and on our stability. That's a pretty obvious one. Proprioception, guys, so that's our body spatial awareness, knowing where we're at in space, like where our limbs and our center of gravity is comparatively. So this becomes important, especially for not only like striking, but MMA.
Yeah.
So if we're starting to lean too heavy one way or another, or laterally shifting our weight, or even just in grappling. I'll speculate, right, Tessa? I'm going to bust out the mattress for Tessa and lay her down. Tessa, you want to lay on the self-inflating mattress? Yeah? Okay. But what they did find was like muscular endurance and strength almost across the board for a variety of age groups. This thing would beat it comparatively to just doing like weight training alone.
Really?
So by integrating this, it can help engage with muscular endurance, with overall strength and strength endurance, which I thought was a really cool finding. And then like for the elderly, like too, like injury prevention, or just everyone, but especially for the elderly, 55 and above. That one was a really cool statistic and data point. Stata point, that's the hybrid version. Oh, we're going surfing.
I know.
All right, we got less than a minute, we got 50 seconds. And then we're gonna play with our Pilates ball. Where's our Pilates ball? Speaking of, we're gonna have lots of fun with this. Oh, also you had your elbow pad. I saved it for you.
Thank you.
Figured maybe we won't need it, but just in case.
You have one of these T-shirts or something like that?
Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah.
You got a rash guard too. I don't think you want the rash guard because they're all blue. So I don't know if that's. I forgot when
I don't care about it at all.
Yeah. Also, I got some hats too. I'll get you some hats. We've got less than 30 seconds. Coming down to the home bit. And there's our time. So, one thing we're actually going to play with before we get into the rest of our dynamic stretching is our stretch.
Okay.
You haven't done this one yet, right?
No.
So I wanted you to just feel it and play with it, but I also thought it would be helpful for like just your game in general.
Yeah.
Let's do it. It's okay. So I'm actually going to highlight this. I'm going to talk about it. Also, I'm going to show you the app integration. So check this out. This is a game you want to play. You want to play Galaxy Adventure. Is basically you have to pop like stars and balls in space. Glider, so you're just like going glider, trying to go through different hoops. Or Color Chase, it's just a ball on a road and you gotta like shift it to try and get them. Or Space Escape. I haven't played that one yet. I don't know what that one is.
Let's try that one.
Boom. So now let's see if we have to do it vertical. So we're gonna do an endurance one. So basically you're trying to do it as long as possible.
Okay.
Really, I'd like to see you be able to do it like 2 minutes.
Okay.
That's kind of the assessment tool. All right, so it should be vertical. So now you're going to put both your forearms on, and now you have to just kind of navigate. Actually, I don't really 100% know what you have to do. We're going to find out, though. So your goal, though, is from a time perspective to make it to 2 minutes. Doing a good job. You guys can see this with Lucas. He's doing a really good job of keeping his hips and shoulders in a good neutral kind of position here. Not like kicking his ass all the way up in the air. Not letting his butt sag too much. His glutes are engaged. His abs are firing. He's using his toes as a driving force. I don't know what I guess you just got to keep bouncing up levels, right?
Yeah.
Now, you might feel this. 2 minutes on the floor, like, it would feel very different. But now, 2 minutes on this bad boy, because the constant instability, and engagement becomes a drastically more challenging game, at least in my opinion.
I'm sweating on your phone,
That's
sorry.
all good. Everyone sweats on my phone, except Tessa. So yeah, now here's the key though, because you just had like hours of training prior to this.
Yeah.
Just because I set a 2-minute target, I do not want you to compromise your back or your body by doing that. So I just want to throw that out there. And also, you guys hear me on that too. So don't be dumb when it comes to this either. We don't want to train with our ego, which is a tricky thing to do at times. Especially when someone's just like, hey, here's a challenge, do this time.
Yeah.
So that's on me as well. Yeah, where are you at? 90 seconds, dude. Nice, homie. I try to get, so I'll do this with like Isaac. I do it with all the fighters just to see like, and the coaches just see like what their time can be. They were playing a different game. This one's way harder actually because of this. See this rotational incorporation? I've been doing this game. I gotta try this one, see what time I can do. Because that makes it significantly harder. As you guys can see, this makes it a lot more challenging because the instability aspect. So once you hit 2 minutes, we'll stop. Yeah, Lucas! Fuck yeah. Beautiful job, dude. Alright, so we're going to just double tap and call it. Double tap. No, we're not twisting. Alright.
That's pretty fucking cool. Or pretty
Kinda
cool,
interesting,
yeah.
Jeez, Amazon doesn't want you dropping F-bombs.
I know.
Watch out. No, I'm just I do forget that though, so I apologize, Amazon. So now we're going to pull up the chat. Let's see who's got questions on this. So now what we'll do is we'll just go through our dynamic stretching. I just wanted to kind of use this as part of like a fun integration and demonstration.
Cool.
We'll slide these over. We'll go through our dynamic stretching, what we did last time, as far as starting with like our toe touches, starting with, then we'll do our knee tuck and all that fun stuff. And then we'll get into the rest of the funsies. Oh, sorry, let's go with a little Frankenstein action.
Oh, God.
I just want you to read my mind and know exactly what I mean when I say very vague general statements about movements. So now what we're going to do is we have our OBS bot. So guys, what I'm using from a camera right now, I've highlighted in the stream. Now we'll show the cool feature to this bad boy is the motion tracking. Let's see if we can get this to stick on you, Lucas, since you're going to be the only one in the picture. Good. So once you go down and back, we'll switch to a knee tuck. So you're just going to hug that knee up to your chest, hold it for like 1 second, then take a step forward, and you'll switch sides. And we'll do that going down and back. Now, let's see if we got an inland coupon on this bad boy. So, do you know what inland coupons are, by the way, Lucas? Because I didn't know what this was until I started doing Amazon.
I don't, actually.
So it's like on Amazon, if you watch people live stream, they'll have a bunch of products in their carousel. Like I have all these products underneath.
Yeah.
And if you click on them, you actually will see if there's an additional savings or coupon that they don't advertise. So you can get like one of the products I have had an extra $100 off. I'm like, oh shit, like you would have missed, like you basically would have missed paying half price for something by not checking it. Good balance, a little proprioception, where we at in space. Good, so now we'll go to that paraformer. So you have two options. If you want to hit the shin on your knee and sit your butt back, or if you want to just kind of cup the knee and grab at the shin and pull it up towards the ceiling. Either way, it'll be beautiful, and then we'll take a step forward and get into the next one, and then we'll just do that again down and back. We got Tessa asleep. Good job, Lucas. Good job. Good job, everybody. Oh, I totally just walked in front of that camera and messed up the tracking. That's my bad, y'all. Sorry, you're just staring at the door. All right, we'll get it back on you. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to like a single leg Romanian deadlift variation where we basically like get our hinge to the ground, get our little scapula activation. This one we're going to do twice, down and back, down and back.
Okay.
Then we're going to get right on into the rest of the fun. My bad. I forgot to position you a little bit further away.
No, it's all good.
Oh, do you know what a duck race is by any chance? I mean, I'm sure you could speculate what a duck race is, but have you ever seen like a virtual duck race?
No.
So, guys, fun fact, I'm going to plug our duck race. So what we do is I'll pull up, like anyone that wants to enter in the duck race, you put their name in a list, and then it populates and assigns them to an actual duck. And then they actually just race, like, on the screen. It's kind of like a fun game. Like, you ever play the carnival game where you shoot the water at the target and, like, your balloon goes up or something? It's kind of similar to that, but there's no, like, external factor that, like, drives them. It's just, like, an algorithm that, like, randomly picks a winner, basically. The cool thing, though, is for our duck races, I do a giveaway. So the winner either gets an Amazon gift card or a $1,000 nutrition package with me. Kind of a fun plug and bonus. And fun fact, guys, like, I don't actually take on, like, clients online anymore. It's either, like, people from the gym that I know personally, so like Lucas, for example, or one of our coaches or something like that, or you get the giveaway. That's the only people I'm willing to, like, work with. Especially now that I got all my fancy licensure, go for insurance and stuff. All the coolness. Beautiful. So I'll be the last one. So now, let's get gloves on. I'm going to highlight the gloves. I'm going to do a little bit of pad work, y'all. You're going to watch Lucas do his thing. So we're going to focus a little bit more predominantly on hands.
Okay.
Just like we kind of do last time. Where did I put my... No, right here. Sweet. Sweet. You're going to get our motion tracker on, but Lucas is going to be using those awesome gloves. And, like, actually, let's check a discount. You got a discount on your gloves right now, Lucas. Did you know that?
I did not.
These gloves have a discount, and let's see if they have an inland coupon. So they're... No, there's no inland coupon. Let me actually see what the discount is, though. 41% off. Dang.
That's awesome.
Random side notes. So, what we're going to do is, what we're going to do, Lucas, for the first round is, as you notice when I speak, like, my hyperactive brain kicks in and words start to form and merge together. We're just going to spend our first round, let me set my timer, actually. Spend the first round just kind of getting those hands loosey-goosey, body weight positioning, all that fun stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, we also got to get a playlist going, y'all. We got to get some music bumping. Gotcha, Lucas. So wait, are you going like rock climbing with Justin today? You gonna squeeze that in, or did you already do that?
I'm gonna try.
So I was like thinking about the timing.
I know.
I told him, I'm like, I don't know, man, that might be tight.
It's gonna be
our
tight.
schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, you do whatever the fuck you want too, right? All right, so let's just work from our stance. We'll work from just jabbing crosses. So if I throw up this hand, it's just the jab. If I throw up both hands together, it's jab cross. I'm not gonna say shit. I just want you to have like a visual response. All right. Watch that weight there on the front legs. Yeah, exactly. So I want you to hypothetically be able to like balance. I don't want you to literally start doing that when having like traditional karate balance. I want weight distribution wise to always be prepared if we're leaning, ready to come off or sprawl or step back or any variation. Yeah. Ah, better already. Ah, good. I just want to see what would happen. Good. I want to see if you change levels. Good. And you don't have to say shit. Now I want you to take some pop off. Just get there, get back. This is a hot stove. Yes, that's it. I always like if I say hot stove, that's what I mean. Well, I'm gonna tell you a story by the way. Fun fact, I'll tell you guys a story. So my brother is an adventurous person and he doesn't really listen. If you say do something, like he'll just be like, I'll do it anyway. You're like, don't do something. So my mom's like, all right, Steve, you want to touch the stove? She made him touch the stove just to like make sure like he'd be burned and like would never want to do it again. Now I never touch the stove. I'm like, F that. Like, I'm a little more analytical. Good. Good footwork. Are you working on your footwork?
Yeah.
Shows, Lucas. Good. So now what I wanted to think about as we go through this, we're going to do this until the second one, but I want to start to introduce the idea of jab. This is like maybe not the most super, like, I think this can be done technically. Jab right, but then stepping forward with your right foot to get to either an outside single or to just close the gap for a grappling opportunity. So here, To some capacity. You can play with that in specific dimensions for you, but yeah, exactly. And just getting to that side, and then possibly switching to a southpaw stance, and we can even disguise it with a big overhand, right? Depending on how confident you're feeling with the person and the exchange. Oh. Ooh. You actually make me want to integrate something else I'm noticing. It's a good idea. So what we're going to do is actually going to play off that. Keep those hands. That's one thing I'm going to tell you. When we're working, like, even if I'm talking, your hands stay out right when I hit you. It's not like, I hear you. You know what I mean? I hear you. I don't mean that in a shitty way, but. So the reality is, what we're going to do is you're going to jab cross. I'm going to go jab of my own. So that's a typical thing. Like, you do something, I do something. Off my jab, you're just going to change levels and shoot. Okay? So jab cross, and boom. So you're going to look for that opportunity. While you slide, I want you to have a penetration step to it as well. You don't have to drop step, just penetrate off the jabs, or off the slip. Yes, there it is. Good. And rest. Just take 30 seconds, grab a sip. Now we'll start to work out into a second round. Talk to me about questions, thoughts, concerns, anything like that.
Do you suggest if I do go outside single, switch into like a high crotch double?
Ooh, yeah.
So that, because if I pull up a traditional single, you can still throw punches at me.
Yeah.
Right? Even if my head's in tight.
It's still
Right,
like, still like danger.
Yeah.
Versus that's a way better option, right? Like the rabbit punching isn't going to be as detrimental as versus if you get like on a low single, or like a low sweep single or something like that, like I feel like hips and generation of force would be way greater.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. That's a really good point. 100%. And that's why I like Greco for MMA.
Yeah.
Like that's why I got to pick Randy Couture's brain a lot. Like for obvious reasons, he's good at what he does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that's why I thought there was such a successful crossover from his like wrestling background to his MMA career. And even leveraging the cage, man. Like using the cage as another weapon, another tool.
Yeah.
So anyways, so let's work off that. Now I'm not always gonna throw up the jab cross. It's gonna go back signal either jab. When it is jab cross though, jab cross, slip, change levels. Okay, so for example, then we do here. Yes, exactly. And then switch off.
Yeah.
Exactly. Good. Good. Every once in a while, I'm just going to throw a kick or show a kick, and you're exactly. Just be prepared to shift your weight. I want to see if I can catch you off though. Not yet. We'll get there. Yeah. Good. Whoa, good. Good. Woo. But see how you have the reaction there at least where you can allay it, which is better than just like now. And there's like two hybrids. So if you get caught where you're not checking it, there's a school of thought of all right, I'm going to eat it and lean into it, maybe scoop it to takedown, or to try and step back and go with the force to take some of the pop off. I think both are good options depending on what you're trying to do. Right. So again, yes. But I don't want you to finish, but now start to at least like cut an angle or start to like maybe like step a couple times with that high cross there. So here, and then just, yeah, exactly. Just for now at least, we're always going to do that, just so you can kind of get that feeling. Good. And give you a little bit of head movement, just to, just so we're not predictable, we're not coming in at the same angles. Yep. Then we, run, yes, exactly. Good. Hands are up. Good. So now we're going to go off some counters because I'm feeling this right now and we're going to kind of go off. So we're going to go to your right side. Let's say they're trying to go for that liver shot. You're going to cover. You're going to go uppercut, hook, cross. So you're going to go right uppercut, left hook, right cross. Good. Anytime. Grab a sit. We'll take 30. We'll come back. We'll build on that again. Let's see. Beautiful. And staying locked on you. That's what I want to see. I'm going to highlight that. Let's highlight this bad boy. Don't sweat the technique, though. You know what it is. There's that timer. Beautiful. So now we're going to work off that again. So you're going to throw a jab. I'm going to throw a hook to the body. Okay, so let's say instead of jabbing, they're just going to step in hook. You're going to go uppercut, hook, cross. Yes. Again, moving. Got a little bit of head movement. Yeah, there we go. Just a little bit. Just if you like, you ever play Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Think of like someone's got like a bullseye on your forehead. Just move the bullseye. That's it. You just want to move the bowl down. Yeah, good. Now again, think about a hot stove. It's a little touch and go. Woo, better. Very sweet. And I don't always want us to go like 100 miles an hour, just because like 100 miles an hour can still be an ugly car crash. But well, for that one, that looked really good. I'm just kind of going to it. I didn't even set you up with the we just went to it. All right, so now we're still going to work this. This is always going to be there as an option. Yes, exactly. And we'll build off these different things throughout all our rounds. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Good. Oh. Yes, I want it to be like a mousetrap or like a hairpin trigger, where the second you get touching your elbow, that's like your go-to. So now we're going to go the opposite side. So now, if they go here, it's going to be left uppercut, right cross, left hook. So it's slightly different. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit, which is going to be awkward depending on the range factor. So we can play with a short right versus a hook versus a long right, depending on where they at and what they do. Here, whop, whop, whop. And then we move our head. So the goal is after every combo to move our head so that we're not in a still position. It's like as if we like shot, we didn't get the shot, we step back and we just stay there and we don't reshoot or we don't do anything. Like, I mean, you could do it, right? Like maybe that's part of the plan. I don't fucking know. I'm not that good of a grappler to really speak to that, but thoughts on that. Good. Good. Yes, yes, there you go, good. Good, so now we're gonna put it together. We're gonna go jab, and then I'm gonna hit you either to the body on the right or on the left. We're gonna tie that up. Good. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Eventually it's gonna be so ingrained you don't think about it. Yeah, see how they're still like, oh, and that's totally okay. You literally just did this, but over time. Good, pivot, good. Yeah, there you go, nice. Angle turn. Breathe. Take a nice deep breath. Just chill.
So am I going upper hook, straight, and then hook? Mm-hmm. Okay, not hook.
You could turn it to a hook or to like a short cross, depending on the range. But I want to try and have you do it to a straight cross. Okay. And the cool thing about that is you can play with your uppercut and your hook even to match the cross. Like you don't always, it doesn't have to be a short hook. And that's where like true traditional Muay Thai, and time, we'll just take a second or 30 seconds. So true traditional Muay Thai will be like, all your punches will be the same range. I don't personally agree with that. Like I personally think there's a time and place to shorten it.
Yeah.
But then there's also where they would argue knees and elbows then is for that part of the exchange. But yeah. It's all different as far as like, wow, they cut the live stream. Live stream because the content violated or weapons are, we can't be hitting pads on Amazon.
What?
It's too violent.
Oh my God.
You're too violent, Lucas. So I've literally, can't tell you how many times I've hit pads. You're the first person I've had hit pads with me because it's too violent. So I'm just saying your pad hitting is violent. That's all I'm going to say. Did you hear that, Ash?